Yeah, give me the deets. Tell me what happened.
We'd been having fights, my wife and she decided to end it. I sat down to eat, and the next thing I knew, I had choked to death and ended up here. That whore decided that I wasn't good enough for her, that she would just move on.
You're sure you didn't just choke on your
marriage.
own?
She'll pay.
Are we being certain? Are you certain it was an accident? Like how?
But I have to find her first. Most likely, she's still at our old home. It's in the market district near the entrance to the Black Leopard School. Find her and bring her to me.
Alright. That's my invitation to go back. Which is good, because we gotta go back there anyways. First, we gotta go turn in the bounty, and then we get another mission from that guy, which we'll wrap up real quick, and then we'll go talk to Home Dude's wife and get the deets on that. Doing my best to be as productive as possible.
You must report it to the authorities at once.
Always a pleasure. Yes, I heard that Fading Moon's arsons had ended. Excellent work. Burning the poor is troubling after a fashion, but the scholars and merchants? That was her mistake. Yes, of course they do. And they shall have exactly as much protection as they can afford to contribute to the taxes. Here's the standard bounty. Accept it with the thanks of the Empire. Well, that brings an end to our pursuit of two fiends. A shame I don't have more work for someone with your skills. I know little more than what the Honorable Lotus Assassin presented. Some treasonous Southerner has been undermining the Ministry of Harmony and causing countless deaths. A good name, is it not? Drives fear into the commoners. Yes, that miscreant will be turned in soon enough. And pity the scourge that
Who is
shows
it?
up in my
I assume it's only to drive fear in the city folk, because
Of course.
people down south
Thanks
know
again
me
for
as like the guy that's been
miscreants.
fixing their shit.
A great bounty hunter to have dealt with two cases in so little time. Your work is not done, though.
There's something very odd about this man, but I can't say what.
There is another in this city with a price on her head. A richer price than those two. Her name is Aisha the Mournful Blade, and you can find her at the Black Leopard School. I watched her walk into this city, and now I tell you, there's no mystery in this.
Okay, but why are you telling me?
She is accused of most crimes, and several had to be invented to account for her actions. She is a terror upon the face of the Empire. Murder, theft, and worse, yet never a smile or a hint of revelry in what she did. That is why she is known as Aisha the Mournful Blade.
So she's an unhappy criminal? Is that what you're giving me?
Because I want you to know. My role in this matter is of no concern to you. I am simply an old man who sees a chance for some good to come from bad. When you reach her, you should ask her for her story. She has a most interesting tale to share.
How do you know that, buddy? And where'd you go? Alright, but off we go to the Black Leopard School. Thankfully, we already wrapped up that plot line. Oh, hey, it's you again.
Ah, it's you. I wanted the chance to thank you again for what you have done for my daughter. She can live a full and healthy life now, one a father can be proud of. I thank you once more. I hope the heavens look kindly on you and give you a fate to be proud of.
To the school! You'd think they could afford better roads.
My name is Aisha, the Mournful Blade. And if you are another hunter come to claim my head, I suggest you turn around and walk away. That one didn't listen to me. I hope you have more sense. I have a tale to finish. I see no need to tell it to anyone but myself. Stranger, if you continue to talk to me, I will stand up and face you. If that happens, our meeting...
Do it, bitch. See what happens. You think you frightened me?
So be it.
This woman has looked death in the eye and refused to blink. She is strong.
And I am stronger.
What I expected. Harmony surrounds you and flows out into the world as you pass. I have a story I would share willingly with you if you would hear it.
Oh, so now you want to talk. Okay,
Do you
talk.
know anything of me? Anything of the terror that is Aisha, the Mournful Blade? In my years in this empire, I have been a wanted criminal, a bandit, a murderer, and worse. I have burned entire towns to the ground to avenge some petty dispute between lords and led men to slaughter peasants by the score for their meager possessions. It is all too easy to lose your conscience once you have denied it. I was not always like this, but I remember all too well how my descent began. My father died when I was still a girl, and with him gone, I felt no sense of direction.
What was your mom doing?
No family to turn to, and so I was alone. I met a boy. He was a natural leader. He had drive and direction. I was in love. He used to enjoy tormenting the children of our village, and I thought it was all fun. Then, one day, he pushed a young boy into the river outside of town. It was fast-moving and would have swept the child away, but he managed to grab hold of a rock. Why, indeed. In the intervening years, I've come to believe that it was more than simple horseplay. There was a gleam in my young
It was
man's eyes.
vindictiveness. It was cruelty.
The child screamed for help. His cries were shrill with terror, for he could not swim. I moved to help him, but I felt a hand on my arm. The boy I loved turned to me and said, "If we help him, he'll only tell the others what we have done. We have to let him go." Something in his voice. I believed him.
Where was the we in that equation? He's the one who did it.
That poor child was swept away in the current and was found dead downriver days later. We never told anyone what we had done, but I could never forget. If we help him, he'll only tell the others what we've done. We have to let him go. Simple words, but they still echo in my head even now. Nights are worse. I can't sleep for the screams of that boy as he washed away. I still hear them to this day. I have followed his life since that day, as I descended into my world and he climbed the ranks in the Imperial Army.
He would go to the military, wouldn't he?
I have come here now. I am tired of my life, but at least I have lived it. He deserved to live as I did, but has never felt a moment's remorse for his part in that day. If you came here because of the rich reward on my head, you may even know him. Captain Sin of the Imperial Army is my quarry. I must make him pay for that boy's life. You know him, clearly. Until now, I wasn't sure how I would have...
Yeah, he's a bit of a scumbag.
...provided the answer. If you help me, I know how I can reach Sin. You need merely to escort me to his station by the gate. A subdued prisoner could get close enough to deal with Sin. Once I have dealt with him, You shall have your bounty. I couldn't let you be implicated in my final murder. They do not call me the Mournful Blade because I enjoy what I do. Years of remembering the first time I let it go have caused me to develop a conscience. Why else ask this boon of you? One last chance to do something right before one of the hunters finally catches me. Let's go write an ending to my tale.
Let us go. We'll put him down. Well, you put him down, and then I'll put you down. And then hopefully no one puts me down.
What is the meaning of this?
Hello, my love. Or should I call you by your rank now, Captain Sin? Surely it's been a very long time.
Aisha, what are you doing here? You're a wanted criminal. You can't be here.
It's time I paid for my crimes.
Well, it's good to see our new bounty hunter was able to bring you in. Frankly, Aisha, I thought you'd fight to the death. You were this weak when...
No, I was weak. Otherwise I would have ignored you by the river. I'm going to pay for my crimes, but there's one thing I have to do first. I have to kill you.
What? No! Guards!
Your men will be dead before they can get within 3 paces of
Oh
you.
yeah, they're useless.
Don't order them to their deaths. I already owe you 1 lifetime of pain. Do not bring more than that upon yourself.
She's mad! She means to kill me! You! Protect me! I'll double the bounty!
No.
Damn you both! You're both going to waste away between worlds! I'll make sure the underworld won't take your rotting corpses!
When you plan on doing that, you're dead now.
Dead, like that poor boy we let wash away. I should have made him suffer more. Stranger, I cannot thank you enough. I have touched 1,000 lives with my crimes, and yet now I feel some peace. It is time my story ended. I have only one more favor to ask. Face me now and grant me an honor. No, there is no honor left for me. Just grant me an end. You can't be the one to let Aisha the Mournful Blade walk free. That would cast undeserved suspicion upon you, and that crime I will not commit. Face me, and let this battle be glorious enough that the city will talk of it for generations.
Sleeping Tiger!
I can guarantee you it won't be that glorious, because I'm about to whoop your ass. You're back.
I hoped it would end this way. She may have found some peace. Here, take this. It's something Aisha would have wanted you to have, I think. I hate for a good deed to go unrewarded. Ha! There's little reward in a good deed, and just the opposite for those who walk the low path. I know that better than most. Aisha the Mournful Blade was my daughter.
She said you're dead, though. She said her dad was dead.
Wait, he's dead. He's a ghost, but his will is so strong I couldn't tell until just now.
Some things are stronger than anger, Spirit Monk. Love is one of them. I died before the gates to the underworld closed, but I couldn't let go of my daughter. I worried for her, and rightly so, but I think she will find peace now. Every ghost slips into madness over time, but some of us have a reason not to. We can fight back the longing and despair for a time. I will wait. What choice do I have? I know the underworld is cut off, but I must try to fight through the despair.
Oh, if you did it for this long, I believe you can do it for longer.
Some idea of what you face. Take my best wishes as you try to set things right. I have waited for more than 2 decades. I can wait a bit more, and now I have a reason to smile.
Gem of Unity, what does that do? That's all those 3 up. Okay, I need to put this in later. I need to put this one in later. Once we get the next part of the amulet. Which is going to be a little bit while longer, but when the time comes. Now then, where is Home Dude's wife?
I know you did it, Ling. It's just a matter of proving it to the minister. Why would the governor want to accuse you of doing this, Sung Tao? Good day, sir. Are you the new investigator I sent for? No, I can tell from your attire that you're not from the ministry. Oh, this is terrible.
I forgot all about this mission, by the way.
Everyone I send for disappears. There are powers at work here that are beyond my means to control. I am Prefect Jitang. It is my duty to ensure that convicted criminals in the city are sentenced appropriately. But there are complications with my current trial. I have in my custody a suspected slave trader, Chandler Ling. But one of the high-ranking ministers is trying to get him released, and he wants me to convict another man. The man they want to accuse, Scholar Sun Tao, is a friend of mine, and I'm certain of his innocence. I need you to find proof so I can present it to the Minister of Justice.
Wait a minute, why me? Why me? I just walked up to you to say hi.
Really? You will help me? Thank you. Thank you so very much. I need to find proof that Ling is the guilty one, and by so doing, exonerate Sung Tao. If I can't prove Ling's guilt, I'll be forced to sentence Sung Tao to death. But every time I ask someone to discover the truth, they disappear or turn up dead. Our best lead is Zibao, the last person known to have spoken with Ling before his arrest. But Bao knows me and my men. He won't talk to us. I've known Scholar Sung Tao for several years. His uncle and my father were good friends. I only wish I knew why the governor wants him accused of this crime. If you want to know more about Sung Tao, you should speak with him yourself. Chandler Ling is a well-respected businessman and merchant here in the city. Until recently, I had no reason to suspect him of any wrongdoing. When I investigated Ling's shop, I found a valuable knife that I had purposely entrusted to one of my men, a man who has since disappeared. Chandler Ling had a knife belonging to a man whose body couldn't be found. That was all the evidence I required.
Is that not enough to work?
I have no idea. The two men were seen together before we arrested Ling, but I have no other information about Zibao. He spends most of his time in the heart of the Empire Tavern, and he doesn't seem to have dealings with anyone else besides Chandler Ling. I know if I went to speak with him, I would get nowhere, but you could speak to him without raising suspicion. I wish there was something concrete I could tell you. You're like a whisper on the wind or a shifting shadow. You think you see something, and then there's nothing. Whoever is behind the slavers must have a great deal of power. To remain that invisible is a hard thing to do.
Alright, I think I've heard enough. Let me loose and I'll go do what I gotta do.
Look for him in the heart of the Empire Tavern. It's upstairs at the Imperial Arena. Don't scare him away. If we lose him, we lose our last connection to Ling.
A difficult situation.